Well, hello, howdy, hey there, folks. Hope you're doing well tonight. I hope you're doing amazing. We are back at it again with some more Demon's Souls. Deathless on the board. Um, I think we may not be able to necessarily wrap the run up tonight, but honestly, this game is short enough in a capacity where, frankly, you could get through most of this game in a pretty reasonable amount of time for the most part. Like, honestly, like a Deathless run of this game without too much safety shoved into it. It's definitely possible to get through most of this game, if not all of this game. Probably within, like, what is it, 4 hours? Which, funny enough, I think that is exactly how much time we had taken during our test stream, roughly. But either way, we got ourselves some progress last time. We'd officially cleared out at least one of our Lord Stones at this point. We do have more than our fair share of extra bosses at this point. Obviously, we haven't really touched upon anything over with the plagues. We're not really too far into it with the storms, but I feel like at this point we probably are going to pivot into doing the storms. It's not the worst time in the world dealing with the storm zone, but like more than anything, it's more so just be a little bit safer than we normally might necessarily need to be. Fragrant Ring is starting to kind of drop off in terms of value, but unfortunately, well, in our case, we don't really have a secondary ring that's as valuable. That being said, I can at least for the time being use the... I could probably use the Providential Ring, I think, for the time being, as a little bit of a backup. So, but yeah. No, I hope you're doing well tonight, folks. Hope you're doing amazing, and hope you're taking good care of yourselves. All the magical stuff. Yeah. Now, we didn't free the thief from last time. Unfortunately, he is going to probably stay locked up. Sucks to suck for him, I guess, in this case, but we should be okay. He's not really terribly important. Sure, there's some value in saving him, but it's nothing crazy. So, yeah, I guess that's pretty much about it for right now. Alright, this guy can be scary. Like I said, can be scary is pretty close to is in fact very fucking scary. Mainly because, unfortunately, our main damage type right now doesn't really, like, do the trick against this guy. So that is kind of scary. In fact, that's actually really kind of scary. The realization that he is, he's very immune to what we have right now. Which makes me wonder if I should go get myself a separate weapon, because honestly, I really don't want to run hands with these guys if our damage is literally so piss poor at the moment that we can barely do anything to him. Yeah, that actually does kind of make me think, okay, alright, fuck. Huh. I don't like pivoting just to pivot, but, like, honestly, that is a good enough reason to pivot, frankly. Because... there's one other Skelebro that we're going to have to deal with later on in this area, and, I mean, we could try to just run past him, I guess. We could try to run past him, I guess. I don't really want to do that in all seriousness, because, like, you know, in terms of things that might get us killed, that's definitely one of them. Alright, fucking throw that down. Is that going to trigger him? Oh, no, it's not, apparently. He's an asshole, which is about fitting. Alright, we run back, run this way, safety first, always safety first. Okay, cool, actually, we can shoot him from right here. Or he can be a dickhead and fucking start rolling the exact frame that we need to hit him with our spell. You know, that seems fitting for these assholes. I'm not gonna lie. That seems incredibly fitting for them. Okay. Alright. The skeletons are exactly scary enough that I'd prefer not to fuck around with them and find out. Like, I mean, our damage is good in the grand scheme of things. We can deal with them. It's just a matter of, like, hey, they can murder our shit very easily if they really wanted to. Like, the fact that we have warding is not so much necessarily a benefit as it is a necessity in this case. You know, I might actually... that was really fucking stupid on my part. I might take the time to kill these guys. I don't really care about them that much, but, like, yeah. Alright, another one of these. Gorgeous. Especially considering Soul Ray does that much damage, and on top of that, it goes through multiple targets. I would probably be more stupid to not just do that. Because these guys are about to be on my cheeks, so I don't need that happening. Bladestone. Bladestone's kind of ass. Okay. Alright. Scariest part of the dungeon. Scariest part of the dungeon. Now, in this case, I forget if warding actually has any effect for us here, but we're going to find out anyways. Because I have to kind of deal with this one way or another. And these guys just... Okay, never mind. Fuck's sake, they don't take any damage. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of regretting not having a better damage source for this. I mean, we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work, but oh shit. Luckily, this is the only asshole that blocks the bridge. Luckily, that's the only asshole that really blocks the bridge, but... Okay. Run. Alright, roll over here. This guy's chilling right here. We just knock him right off the cliff, and there we go. That is all the assholes in this area dead. Or at least this immediate area. Whew, okay, alright. Hey, Kingdom, good seeing you, buddy. Hope you're doing well tonight. I am doing okay. I'm doing pretty okay. Got probably, I would say, the scariest part of the run right now in front of us. Probably. But overall, I mean, I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be fine. Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, the melee damage on that is not as bad. How far into the game am I? Pretty far. All things considered, like, pretty damn far. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to run right through. Ignore this lad. Roll down the stairs. Avoid the spell. You know, it's funny. I always seem to get, like, an abundance of text messages is the minute I start, like, streaming and whatnot. Which is always, relatively funny. Hey, Raydun. Just don't die? No, that's honestly really good. That's amazing advice. Thank you for that. You know, I think I put that into practice just a minute ago. So I think we're good to go. I think we're good. Yeah, no shit. Forehead, dum-dum, goofball, goober. Just don't fucking eat a dick. Just don't do it. You could do it. Okay. None of these rings are going to be really terribly useful to us, so I guess for the time being, technically Fragrant Ring? Glad to have said the non-obvious tip. No. Honestly, I don't know what I would have done without you, so thank you for that one. I really big appreciate. Massive times. Alright, I think we're fine. I think we're fine here. We'll have the Fragrant Ring doing its work in the background. This will be fine. And this is pretty much just going to be hit the target in the legs until eventually we get away with it. Like, this really isn't that bad of a fight. Especially considering at least here we have bleed proc. And also, he's blind, so there's that. We have that advantage. Pretty much just make sure that whenever our warding falls off, we just go reapply warding. Like, look, I know the damage looks rough, and that's exactly true. But it's okay. It'll all work out. Actually, I don't even know if this guy can properly, like, bleed. Because, like, I'm doing kind of a lot of work to him right now, and it feels to me like that may not be an answer. Yeah, it's feeling like that may not be an answer here, which is fair. It's okay. But either way, I mean, honestly, in terms of, like, long, slow fights, it's a long, slow fight, sure. But as long as we just don't do stupid things, we're okay. Alright. He's doing that thing he likes to do out of nowhere, which is trapping my cheeks in a corner. Understandable. Isn't this guy supposed to be a major boss? He is in fact a major boss, yes. But this is also Demon Souls. Like, every major boss in Demon Souls, more or less, is kind of a little bitch at the end of the day. Maybe not all of them, but, like, frankly, a majority of the time they are. Also, if you know what you're doing in this game, you just win. Like, there's a good reason why Demon Souls, in my opinion, is kind of the easiest one, because there's really not much of a skill check here. It's mostly just gimmick checks, frankly. It is entirely mostly just gimmick checks in this game. Okay, he fucking yelled. Oh! You know what I just realized? The dudes on the wall are actually, like, moving around and shit. That's interesting. I had no idea. Yeah, he's making the dudes move. That's interesting. Gimmick souls sound good. No, honestly, it is fun. Like, I would be sad at myself if I said this game was bad. Because, like, it's not a bad game. Oh, he almost noticed us. So here's the thing. We're technically working off of an easier fight right now because he's blind and we have the Thief Ring. The Thief Ring pretty much just kind of makes this fight capable. Also, I guess while we're at it, I mean, we're low health. We could just... Oh shit, I replaced the wrong ring. Oh no! Oh no! There we go. Yeah, literally the Thief Ring makes it so he's just like, never ever properly knows where you're at unless you're literally fighting and biting against his shins. That's the only way he knows. Like, you can pretty much be snuggled up right against that man's cock, and he's not gonna know. He's not gonna know. Don't get any ideas. Alright, there we go. Let my ass off. Dude needs contacts. Radon, he's blind. He's blind. Contacts don't fix blindness. He's not fucking Velma. He's not going, my glasses, my glass. No, he's blind. Poor bastard, though. Oh. Okay, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, actually, I think we just scraped up. Nice! A new level up on that. Unfortunately, the next level up costs a lot, but it's something for now. I don't think we're gonna bother upgrading the rapier at all. I mean, we could, but I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I guess we're here, question mark. Like, I don't really care about doing this, but I guess I could get Mercury Rapier. Clearstone shards. I don't really think we have enough for anything important. You know what? Fuck it. I guess I could just do this because I'm here. I'm out of Sharpstone shards at this point, but that's okay, because literally the old man up top sells them, so. I don't really see myself pivoting into a new weapon, because frankly the weapon we have right now is kind of like insanely good for all it's worth. I'm gonna buy an extra 10 of these just cause we can. Alright, that's good. By the way, do I play the Digimon games? I do not play the Digimon games. I have very little, if not zero, experience in Digimon. Okay.
I can forge weapons for you.
Yes, he can. And honestly, for all it's worth, Ed's delightful. We like Ed in this household. He's a good guy. He does the job and he does it well.
You come back alive.
There we go. Cool. Okay, trying to think of what we need to do at this point. I guess at this point we can pretty much wrap up and go do Storm King, because Storm King doesn't really... Storm King's kind of easy. Like, that's not really a hard fight. That's, again, gimmick boss. And wouldn't you damn well know it, I think actually, now that I'm kind of, like, running it down in my brain, I think every major, like, Archstone demon boss in this game is a gimmick boss. Except for like, King Allant. I mean, even then, King Allant isn't, like, a gimmick boss. He's just kind of a gimmick boss, but, like, yeah. He's essentially a gimmick. Regen ring can be Fragrant Ring, because we're probably going to be doing some Soul Raying here. Yeah, we can Soul Ray these bad boys and get, like, 3 kills that way. So, we're good to go. Okay, well, we almost got the free aim. Either way, we do want to get the Storm Ruler, because, like, it's... I mean, why wouldn't we just do that? It's free. Plus, honestly, all of my magic going into anything other than, like, raw defense doesn't really make the most sense for me. So. Right. I accidentally put an input in there first. I accidentally did the Elden Ring input there for the fucking two-handing. Beautiful. Okay, we have a lot of these bastards to kill. Now, technically there's a cheese spot here, but we're not really gonna go. We're not gonna go out of our way and go do that. It's not worth it. Beautiful, got the double. Oh, my warding is off. Let me fix that. Yeah, because honestly, I mean, I'm sure you can see the proof in the pudding right now. The fact of the matter is like, this is in fact keeping my ass safe. It's very much so keeping my ass safe. Oh, he's down. Alright, big meaty hits. We get 2 here. Okay, cool. Technically, we could have gotten 3 on this cycle, but I was not paying much attention. So, there's that. So now, pretty much at this point, it's just wait the boss out, and that's really it. I think, technically we can range the boss here with Soul Ray. I think that is an option. Technically, the best overall option, if I remember this correctly, is actually using the white bow of all things. Yeah, sure enough, we can do that. Okay, we didn't get the extra hit there, but honestly, kind of just think I want to use Soul Ray at this point. That was kind of not bad. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Soul Ray for the win every single day of the week. It doesn't matter. Soul Ray is just the way. Okay, all right. All right, there we go. That is another Lord down. Very cool. And we're not worried about getting the Morian Blade, so that is just extra cash money for our pockets right now, which is pretty damn nice. Same thing with the Hero Demon Soul. That's also pretty much just money for our pockets right now, so even better. we go. Don't sell the searing off just yet. I might still want to do that, but we'll see. Consumable only run you saw, and if you remember correctly, this one was a nightmare. I would believe it, yeah. Frankly, anybody who actually gets this one done with consumables only, I'd imagine that to be a kunai fight. I'd imagine it to be a kunai fight for the most part. I'm trying to even think, like, what would be the most, like, efficient way to farm? Unless, like, they'd allowed themselves to, like, attack mobs for farming's sake, but, like, otherwise I just see that being a pain in the ass. Endurance really isn't that important to us. I guess at this point, honestly, we can probably just focus pumping. Yeah, you know what? Let's just focus damage. Focus damage for the most part, and I'll give myself, like, a splash more vitality. That seems reasonable. That seems fine. Okay. Yeah, because honestly, we're not really going to be using anything heavy this run. Not really. Still have cash left over. Let's go ahead and get some spice, I guess. Can't do any upgrades. That's fine. I know there's better spice if we just went to Latria, but frankly, I mean, I don't really want to take my time to farm spice. It just feels unnecessary. It feels like an extra large amount of work for no reason. So.
You come back alive.
There we go. Right. We forgot the Storm Demon Soul. Yeah, you know what? Let's use that up too. Why not? I guess at this point we could go ahead and
Then touch it. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether.
There we go. That feels good. We could go ahead and go deal with everything in the Plague Zone at this point. That probably wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that really wouldn't be too bad. We could get through this pretty easily. Between warding and soul ray, yeah, this is fine. And frankly, we just keep the Thief Ring on almost the entire run at this point. It's just not worth taking off. Look at that. Even do enough damage just to get through those guys easily. This part is spellcasting! And funny enough, for the most part, this section, we just ignore a lot of this starting bullshit, and we literally just pop right down here and just move along with our lives. This pretty much takes us down about a third, roughly, of the way to where we need to go anyways. And because our damage is also just really good, we can just kill a majority of these guys pretty damn easily. Yeah, easy cake. I think there's a guy right down here. Kind of. Yeah, even their flame spears literally do almost jack dick to us at this point, which is just... It's just nice. It's just really nice. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and... For the time being, I'm going to swap back into Crescent Moons, just because they don't really do a lot, but they do enough. I do have Fragrant on. Okay, cool. That just slow tick of FP recovery is nice. Oh, I was going to say, there definitely is a guy in that grass. Okay, double whiff, understandable. There we go. Alright, Soul Ray for these guys. There we go. You have to free aim these guys, unfortunately, because otherwise the shot on an average day basis will almost never actually connect properly. Which is exactly as frustrating as one would think. one thing that we're going to real quickly do, soul remains. There we go. Did I, like, slip somewhere? Oh, no, I didn't slip. Okay, cool. There we go. So we soul remain right here. It pretty much makes all of these plague rats. Of course, they'd fucking hit me anyways. Why wouldn't they? Little shits. And do I have any? I do. I have one. Yay. Like, luckily plague in this game is nowhere near as scary as, like, rot or toxic. But, like, you know, it's still scary enough. Can I long range this one? I can! Ah, well, don't I feel special? Could you just, like, toss your ass right up the cliff, brother? I fucking lock-ons? Okay, he has aggroed, which makes him terrifying. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, respice real quickly. I'm just gonna go almost up to max. It's just safer that way. Flame Spear Brother doesn't scare me terribly much. Yeah, he doesn't scare me terribly much. There we go. Okay, cool. That was pretty reasonably okay. Alright, we don't have to kill all of these technically, but I'm gonna do it anyways, because, yeah, fuck it. Why not? Alright, there we go. Double kill. Beautiful. Did not hit the big man behind him. A little unfortunate, but okay. There we go. Okay, cool. I believe this is grass. Yes. Okay, pretty much at this point we are good to go. I don't even really feel like we need to ward, but I'm gonna do it anyways, just cause safety is nice. Entertaining concepts. Respect the pathing here just a little bit, but not terribly much. Base damage here is a little bit rough, but it could be better, but like, it's a... There we go. Yeah, that's good enough. Easy. Okay. Cool. That is another one down. Now at this point, it is essentially just the run to our major boss of the area. Or, well, technically it's not our major boss of the area, but our second major, and then finally our Archstone. And, I mean, most of that's not really that bad. Especially considering the amount of work that we put into all of this. Okay. We could probably soul ray our way through, like, a good chunk of the bullshit here. I'm gonna still probably ward just because warding is, you know, kind of GG's. Why wouldn't we? Yeah. Okay, now they take 2 hits. Which is fine. So the one thing that just generally sucks about this area is it's a swamp. And yeah, you get poisoned. Luckily, poisoning isn't really that bad in this game, but like, it's still just annoying. That being said, we're still gonna ignore pretty much, like, everything here. I should probably move up to, like, spicier versions of my grass for right now. Because the poison is probably gonna... That's another thing the poison does in this game, is it does have the value of whatever you're eating. Now we could technically swap off from Fragrant into Regen, and that would probably negate almost all of the what you call it, all of the poison damage, but I don't really care about it for right now. I pretty much just take the time whenever my stamina is recovering as specifically the time to recover my small pittance of health every single time. It seems to be working out just fine. Alright, so we pretty much do this exact path that I just got done doing here in order to avoid this little gang. Because we have on Thieves' Ring, we do have on Thieves' Ring, okay, good. It pretty much just allows us to just run right past them. They're not really a threat, like, honestly. Also, you might be wondering why we get off that first roll and then we immediately only run after that point. It's pretty much just because the poison doesn't allow you to do any rolling after you get into it. It's pretty much the fucking stupid swamp from DS3 that forces you to just constantly, like, run instead of doing anything else. Or you have to do, my bad, you have to do what you call it instead. Quick dashing. I like the fact that they kind of force you to do quick dashing, I guess, by any means necessary, because they really just genuinely were like, hey, we really want you to try this new mechanic. Try this new mechanic, please. Please? Won't you try it? I don't hate it that much in DS3, but, like, it's just frustrating. Okay, let's put on Regen Ring for now. Yeah, as you can see, it just kind of barely mitigates the entire, like, loss of health, like, by a little bit. But hey, you know what? It's a little bit of health back in our pockets, so we don't have to overthink it. Do probably want to do this and do this. There we go. Do I like Sonic? I do, in fact, like Sonic. Yes, I really like Sonic. I'm a pretty big Sonic nerd. Oh, funny enough, the timing on that actually worked out pretty well. The poison just wore off. Oh, whoops. Okay, got fucking confused about my routing there. It's a good thing I didn't get too confused. This place is somewhere where you can pretty much just, once you know the route, you can just do exactly what I'm doing here. Just run right through the area. That last little gremlin is the only one that can cause you issues, as far as I can tell you. But other than that, it's pretty much free. No, I do like Sonic, though. Yes. Okay. Dirty Colossus time. I am unsure if our damage will be good enough here, but we'll find out. Have him break the bullshit around us. Oh, I mean, okay. It's not great damage, but it'll do. I mean, luckily our casting is just fine right now, so that's good. Okay, he's gonna fart. So, if I remember correctly, it's kind of impossible to completely avoid bees during this fight unless you just do, like, absurd levels of damage. If you do get beed, just roll into some fire. That's pretty much it. The fire kills the bees, which is kind of just a neat little feature in this fight. Okay, that feels like a fart. That does feel like a fart. Yep, that is a fart. Okay. No idea where those bees are going. If that's the way I fart, I need to go to a doctor? Probably, yeah. You're probably right about that. Oh my god, he's fucking... This man and his bees. They're fucking auto-locking bees. I'm sorry? What? That's kind of bullshit. Look at these fucking... Where are these bullets? What are these bullets up to? What the fuck? I had no idea. I don't know why, but I never paid attention like that. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go. Golem down. Love to see it. GG's. I don't know why, but I just never noticed the fact that that happened during the fight. That's kind of nutty. It's kind of really obnoxious and, like, absurdly nutty. Alright, there we go. We're probably okay to just go right into our next major fight here. I'm just doing a quick save load on the area, so that way I can just get a restock on my FP and everything. You know, quick freebie. Luckily, I don't think you can die from that fall. Not that I want to check, just that I don't think that's possible. Okay, alright, cool. We can still... We're okay here. Alright, let's go ahead and do this fight the only way we know how. Kill her wonderful boyfriend and make her just not feel very good about that decision.
Is a sanctuary for the lost and wretched.
You will not turn back.
I'm sorry, sir. You want to tell me why that didn't parry?
Shall let no harm come to dearest destroyer.
I'm sorry, sir?
In the deepest
Yeah, I was gonna say, one of these has to parry you. Dum-dum, fucking goofball.
I must
Okay. It's gonna take a more parries than I kind of want,
What right do you have? We lives.
but it'll go down smoothly. We're gonna put his ass in the grave. It's fine. Unfortunately, we don't get any freebies here, but it's okay. He's gonna die. Oh, I have no warding. Yes, fixed. Maybe it's because it's a heavy attack? No, it's not because it's a heavy attack. Although I think if he two-hands it, that heavy attack I don't believe is parryable. Okay. Ideally, well, I say ideally. Ideally, hopefully he doesn't start running away here on us. Because if he starts running away, then we have a bad time in front of us. But I don't actually even know if he can bleed properly. I want to say the answer is yes. Okay, he's running away to buff. Unfortunately, there's not really a way to deal with this situation that's going to mean anything to us, so we just kind of have to deal with it. Alright, was that a full buff for him? Yeah, oh god damn it, it was a full fucking heal for him. We have to... I don't really want to play the long game with this dickhead, because if we play the long game with him, it's just guaranteed failure. I don't remember if he'll come back up here. I guess we can find out. No, at this point he's decided he does not want to come back here. I hate redoing fights, but I hate to say it, this might have to be one of those times where we redo it. Funny enough, let's see if the rapier maybe does a little bit better for this job. It might. It might actually be better for some reason. Okay, yeah, you know what, I think that's exactly what we're gonna have to do. Let's leave and come back. This will also give me a chance to get a restock on some supplies, so, and get a free level up in and all that magic, so it's annoying having to redo it, but I would rather risk the redo than deal with him in second phase where he starts playing the fucking long con on us. That would be miserable. That's where officially the fight becomes really one-sided. Now, technically, if we really, really, really wanted to be a little bitch about this, which we could, in theory, we would technically just go and get ourselves a bow. I'm not going to do that, though, is the thing.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost.
All right, 31 on health. Sure, let's do 31 on health, and then, frankly, at this point, I mean, magic's not going to really be a benefit on this level, but it doesn't really matter to us. Yeah, it doesn't really matter to us at the moment. There we go.
I can forge weapons for you.
All right, let's get some more spice. Beautiful. Yeah, that'll have to do it. And technically, I mean, we could pivot even more. Like, if we really wanted to, we could go to Latria at this point and go and just knock out as much of Latria as we can. I don't particularly like that vibe, but that would be an option for us, I guess. So, Nah, let's just go do this again and see if maybe the rapier might technically be a better option. It could be. I thought there was a pile back there for some reason. Okay. Alright, this feels all fine for the most part. Let's go for it, make it happen, do our best. Same deal. Okay, how about it? Oh my god, yeah, that damage is significantly better. Holy shit. Okay, you know what, honestly, with it being the circumstance that it is right now, technically it's better that we lock him over here. So, yeah. Genuinely so much better. Get fucked. I don't even need his shit, so no, we're not going to worry about picking up his shit. Well, no. No, it's genuinely not necessary for us to pick up his shit. Right, we'll get plagued in just a second here. Yep. Okay, die a little faster, please. Thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah, literally all I had to do was just, you know, use the physical weapon for the parries on that one. It makes sense, especially considering how little damage Soul Ray was actually doing there, but still. Can you not pick up his stuff after you kill her? You can. It's just we don't need it, is the thing. It's pretty much all really heavy armor. And, we have 8 endurance. This light little loadout on us right now is about 23% equip load. So, it wouldn't really... It probably wouldn't work out super well for this exact loadout. Yeah. Okay. So I guess at this point, Latria's next. Latria would be next for us. Let's do 40 in that, and then 32 in that. I could... I tell you what, after this level up, I'll probably squeak out some endurance. I'll squeak out some endurance, but it's not... It's definitely not our end-all be-all of the build. It's really not. Okay. Now, Upper Latria. I'm going to probably fuck us a little bit more than usual here, because this location has a habit of being kind of scary. Just a little bit, not a lot. You know what, maybe I'll try and do a little bit more murder on my way through here. Actually, Fragrant Ring on. Yes. Sucks that it's 3 shots to murder, I wonder if the Chris Blade in the offhand would actually make it so I could just murder them in 2 shots. I guess we'll find out for the sake of sanity. It's possible. If it is possible, that would be really awesome. I don't remember exactly where the Ring of Sharpness is here, but it would also be pretty useful. You know what? Nah, fuck it. Falchion. Falchion just kills faster. It's a waste of time otherwise. Okay. Alright, that's both stone golems killed in the area. Now here is the thing. Technically speaking, there is a skip that we could do that's essentially free as fuck that would just put us right in front of the boss. But I'm not going to do that because I think that would kind of be... I kind of feel like that would be a little bit out of spirit with what has happened here so far. I mean, like, there is the one skip that I did earlier, but frankly, in terms of that skip, it's not as deep, because it's pretty much right at the beginning of the run and everything. And honestly, when you're talking regen skip, it's not that important. Alright, how about it? Okay, well that one only took 2 shots, but that's, I think, because he was weaker. So, we'll take it. Okay. Alright, how about it? Chris Ring is enough to 2-shot. Okay, cool. Nice. That actually makes me pretty damn happy. I know they drop, like, baby souls and everything, but frankly, I mean... the amount of money you actually get from those souls is it's just not worth it. Not really, at least. I believe a golem shows up on the stairs here. Oh, my bad. A gargoyle. I don't really feel like that one needs to die, but, like, getting rid of him is just a couple extra seconds of not being pained. So, yeah. Obviously, if you're unsure of what the scariest thing about this location is, the scariest thing about this location is just the fact that it is fall damage central. It's pretty much arguably what made our Dark Souls 1 experience probably the scariest overall. Otherwise, that would have probably been like an overall absurdly easy run. That's kind of the funny part, I guess, is that this game prioritized gimmicking in their bosses, where Dark Souls 1 kind of prioritized one massive gimmick across the game, and that was just fall damage. Alright, cool, more spice, beautiful. No, we're not going to free the dum-dum, the goofball, the goober. I don't feel like doing that. He's not worth our time. And frankly, if he kills us, no, that's just not a run back worth my time. What makes no sense is why he's locked in a cage in the first place. I don't actually think I know the lore reasons as to why the super duper murderer is locked in a cage when he's literally like on the demon side, pretty much. Like he's here to do the murders, and he'll do them dirt cheap. So nice. Oh my god, that damage is so nice. Like, it could be better in theory, but like, for where we're at right now and what we're doing, this is really good. Mercury Stone. Don't need it. Remind you of all the shorts about people playing Elden Ring right after Night Rain came out and forgetting about fall damage. Yeah, considering like there's only what, like a handful of areas in Night Rain where you can actually fall to your death good and proper, and that's only because it's like actually a fall to your death and not a fall damage situation. I do appreciate them removing fall damage, I think. Like, it is nice that they finally just said, hey, for the time being, on Night Rain at least, it's pretty much you either fall to your death properly, or, like, it's not a fall damage situation. A little unfortunate that second cast didn't go right through to this guy, but oh well, whatever. Take what you can. Alright, only one left. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, and then you get into this game, frankly, and fall damage is equally as fucking wacky. Like, it is, funny enough, Demon Souls fall damage is essentially the same thing as what you have in Elden Ring. It's just slightly less forgiving. Only slightly. Otherwise, it's essentially the same fucking system. Ooh, I just realized, are these guys gonna be magic resist? Here is hoping not. Really hoping this guy's not magic resist, but we're gonna snipe his ass real quickly. Oh, no, actually, that damage is fine. Oh, no, that damage is just fine. I'm still gonna snipe him, because I can, and why not? Plus fresh spice. GG's. God, I really love having Soul Ray on this. My last playthrough of this, I did not have Soul Ray. I only had Warding. And, like, again, Warding really good, but it does not cover the range situations where you almost fall to your death. It's really nice having that. That was almost bad. Alright, reapply buff. Boom. Flinches, one more hit. Beautiful. There's one or two of these bastards over here. It's two. Okay. Beautiful. I don't think I need this crystal lizard, but we're in the area and, you know, why not? No, never mind. That was actually the wrong version of the stone that I needed. Fair enough. Okay. We're about... Well, I say we're about done with our major scares. We're technically about done with our major scares. Before you ask, yes, I am going to just take these hits to the face because... frankly, the alternative is dodging and then falling off a platform like an idiot. And that doesn't sound fun to me. I don't know what it is. Can the lockdown work? Thank you. Okay. I think this is our last guy. At least in this exact area. Beautiful. Cool. Alright, now we just wait for the elevator and we can go to the very top, do what we need to. Technically speaking, we're not actually going to sit at the Grace. Or, we're not going to sit at the Grace. We're not going to head back to the Nexus for a hot minute. I forget if the enemies in the area, when they die, they stay dead, or if there's a new spawn of overall enemies, but... Either way, I think I'd prefer less enemies if I can help it, and I believe there's technically less enemies now for us. So, yeah, positives. Okay. Alright, now it's just a mad dash to the top here, kill the last dudes. Very nice. Imagine how cruel it would have been if they had locked the magic wielder behind doing getting the full light path. Like, you had to get light path in order to actually get the magic cellar. That would have been utterly cruel. Ugh, I got a really bad case of, like, I almost fell off the fucking cliff. That would have been bad. Okay, now I believe we shouldn't be seeing any more stone gargs at this point. But there is this dickhead. We're just gonna go ahead and snipe his ass real quickly because I don't feel like fucking rolling. This is particularly important because it will come up very shortly for us. God, I am genuinely very happy to have Soul Ray through this run. This has been a lot safer, just full investing in magic and not getting, like, a quality build. Yeah, fall damage was a slap to the face. Fall damage was absolutely a slap to the face. It definitely was. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna ward because I do not plan to dodge these dudes. Well, specifically the one guy on the stairs here. Otherwise, dodging is on the table, but, like, probably not for this guy specifically. Actually, his back is turned to us. Nah, we're just casting. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if his back is turned to us, we just cast. 4 casts to stay alive, that is dirt cheap. And look at that, he even made up the cost sum for us. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, so, next boss here, in theory, can be scary, but I like to believe we're fine here for the most part. It's probably a bit of a waste to just use a full moon like this, but fuck it. We're gonna probably be soul raying a lot here. Yeah, we're probably gonna be soul raying a lot here. And yes, I am using the central platform for safety because if they punch our shit, we just die. Yeah, here we go. Here's the annoying part, where they decide to run away every 5 fucking seconds. I have no idea how that whiffed me, but we'll take it. No idea why the lock-on failed me there, but okay. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. We could just be using this. This game looks good. It honestly, unironically, does look very good. Oh, fucking gimmick boss gimmicks. Okay, alright. We're okay. We're okay. Survival of the fittest. And my bones are made of fucking paper. But we're living. Okay, alright, there we go. I think it's the effect fighting more than anything. I would say you're probably right on that one, honestly, Wolfblood. You're definitely right on that one. Oh, that's fine. Soul Ray. Not equipped. No idea why he broke, but we'll take it. Okay, I really need the situation here to change ever so slightly. There we go. You know what? That'll do. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Look, I know this fight looks probably pretty fucking goofy right now, but, like, the fight would be goofy either way. It's just, this is the goofy way it wins. I have no idea how that fucking whipped me. How is that whipping me? I don't think I've ever seen that so consistently whip, but we'll take it. This fucking guy. You know what? Nope, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I can buy more spice. It does not matter. Safety first. Literally one single bop from those motherfuckers. One single time. Is this a one-hit-and-die situation? Not exactly, Wolfblood, but if you just saw there, they can knock my ass off the ledge, and if they do that, I die. And they do that a lot. That specific attack, they do that probably about, like, give or take 60% of the time. Only, like, occasionally will they actually do, like, proper combos and whatnot. Otherwise, they just are so happy to just fucking bop.
I can forge
That's
weapons.
all they do. I don't think we have any new stones. No, we do not. Okay, fair enough. Okay, more spice then. The spice. Okay, well, I mean, hey, this is good news. We're essentially almost at the point to where, like, the last major annoyance is. It's not Night Rain. I only expect death from a ledge. No, that's absolutely fair, Blood. That is absolutely fair. I don't think we get anything from these souls at this point, so we're good to just sell them. Hold on to that one a little bit longer. The coin is... So, okay. I talked about it briefly last time, but this coin is like... This has to be the run, because the fact of the matter is that coin right there is like... essentially the rarest item in this game, like, to a T. And we happen to get it on our very first, like... pretty much like our very first enemy that drops it, pretty much. Which just feels really good. It's really annoying in a context, but it's really cool. Did I gamble with the bird for it? I did not gamble with the bird for it, no. No, there was no gambling today. Okay, I think at this point we could probably just focus magic and more endurance, probably. Yeah. Yeah, that seems appropriate. That seems fine, for the most part. Cool. Okay, let's wrap up Latria. And again, the good news is this is pretty much like not... Again, it is a gimmick fight in front of us here, and it's an easy gimmick. It's a very easy gimmick. Is that one of the new secret coins? It is not one of the new secret coins. It is a gold coin that the fat politicians drop. And you can... Like, I forget the exact odds of getting one, but, like, let's put it this way. My luck is at 7. I have no item find abilities on me right now, and I got one just from killing him. Normally, you need, like, an absurdly large amount of item find just to get one. Oh, right, I can just Soul Ray. Man, I love Soul Ray. Soul Ray's awesome. High-intensity gameplay right here. Look, it's highly important that I treat these guys exactly the way that I do. Bully the shit out of them. Because they could probably nuke my health bar. I feel like unless I'm warded, they could nuke me on the spot. Ah, like that. Like that. That right there is the nuke that they do. Alright, only got one hit. Ah, fuck me. Okay, that's not... No. Yeah, no blood. Oh. Damn, warding saves me from a lot. I mean, like, I knew warding would save me, like, a good amount, but, like, you know, sometimes it doesn't save me from the fucking Magic Blaster 5000. Is he going for the nuke? I think he's going for the nuke. I mean, okay, we'll take a nuke. Please don't fucking suck my dick. Please don't suck my dick. Please. Oh, thank God. He did not suck my dick. Okay, cool. Alright, we're done playing games. It's Soul Ring time, baby. Yeah, Blood. I play a lot of Soulsborns. I've been pivoting out of it, like, a good amount, maybe, like, the last year and a half or so. Like, a lot. But, I've been doing a good enough job just trying to get myself kind of, into other games recently. I guess if I do anything. And no other content would somebody go, please don't suck my dick. No, you're definitely right about that. Oh my God, this man just punched the shit out of me. Please don't do that again. He doesn't normally get so many combos on me, but, like, he's having a good day, I guess. So, Surprisingly, I still haven't learned to not read messages during a fight. No, you're definitely right about that. My ultimate mistake. Okay, this man is charging my ass down. Please stop doing that. Buff. Haha, dum-dum, fucking nerd, goofball. You're fighting your final boss right now, your way. Well, Blood, I wish you the absolute best of luck with that. If you are being serious about that one. Otherwise, man, I mean, definitely wish you the best. Ha ha ha, fucking idiot. Should I just let this guy bleed to death? I feel like it'd be important to just let him to bleed to death. I'm being cocky, and I should stop doing that. Ah, never mind. He just gets parried. Fucking nerd. Dum-dum, stinky. There we go. Very nice. Got diagnosed with fatty liver disease, but your enzyme levels are back down in range. Well, nice. Nice, Blood. That's awesome, man. I need to lose at least 10 to 15 pounds to be in well range at this point. Well, honestly, dude, I hope the best for you. I definitely do. I definitely do. So I think... Yeah, pretty much. That is it. We're officially on our last... Technically 2 bosses, but like 3 bosses, the actual final number. But at this point, we are officially on our like last portion of the game. This is our last portion of the run. We are going to real quickly go and get an upgraded upgraded catalyst, because we can. Doesn't cost me any time, and frankly, the upgraded catalyst would just make it so our soul raise even better. So we are going to go do that real quickly, because we can. I forget the exact timing on this, but that's okay. Just do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Repair all equipment. Beautiful. Upgrade. Oh, right! I never actually gave him the soul. There we go. Alright, that should trigger the dialogue.
Yes, with it I can.
There we go.
Bring me a demon.
Okay, cool. There we go. Now, at this point, we can go ahead and take our wooden or our silver, and we can go ahead and turn it into the Insanity Catalyst. That's from your own choices. You like shit. That's fair. That's fair, Blood, but like, you know, it's a difficult one to kind of keep on top of, frankly. It can be a pretty difficult one to kind of keep on top of, especially if you don't really think about it too much. I mean, shit, man, my own diet this last week was kind of piss poor. But that's the thing, right? Is like, I don't know. It can happen. So, I'm sorry that's the case, man, but honestly, I wish you the best with it either way. Okay. So at this point, we can pretty much go to Inner Ward and just go for it. Definitely respect too. Yeah, Kingdom said it, but like that's definitely true, man. Respect. And be a lot to think about. Okay. Now at this point, we should pretty much be okay to just go for it. Actually, you know what I might do for the time being? I think I might keep the wooden catalyst in my offhand. Because, admittedly, that does melt our absolute fucking magic bar. Our FP gets heavily destroyed by that. There we go. Get rid of these doggos. No, that's totally fair, man. Frankly, when there's a health issue on your hands, you want to get that shit knocked out. Hopefully sooner than later if you can help it. So definitely makes more than enough sense, man. Okay, now this triggers a cutscene. I went ahead and swapped back to the wooden catalyst for the time being, just cause this situation I don't really want to dick around too hard here with these lads. And more FP against the smaller enemies is usually better. Usually. Luckily, I don't believe our current catalyst that we just gave ourselves also removes more FP for casting. So I think in this case it is just primarily just a mass reduction in FP, not a drain on FP spells. So that's nice. What's funny is I call it FP at this point, and I don't even remember what FP stands for. At this point, it's essentially just slipped my mind. I'm more used to MP, honestly. Okay. Look at the boulder. Kills the one dude. We love to see it. There we go. I don't really need these secret daggers, but I mean, fuck it, I guess. We'll take the extra items. Okay, I would like it if this runs out exactly at the right time frame here, but I don't think that's going to happen. Or it could happen right here, that's fine. Alright, so big dude's going to be right around the corner here. Do I have? I do not. You know what, actually, while this is in mind, let's do this. There we go. Parried. Beautiful. Ah, you made the ultimate mistake. That is totally fair. The Champion Covenant right off the rip is, yeah, that can be a fun one. I kind of don't mind Champion Covenant too much, but like it can be a pain in the ass. Yeah, look at the fucking damage this guy does to us. It's almost nothing. Normally, that single hit from him would have probably nuked our health bar, but warding is just the best. Worst part is no multiplayer with champions. I would mostly agree with you. Admittedly, I'm kind of a little bit of a loner myself, and I do heavily enjoy playing the Soulsborns by myself on an average day basis, but yeah. I also just, I think I've always kind of played them by myself, like, a lot, so I guess that's just kind of the standard of what you would expect. It's pretty much just how I've always played these games, so it's pretty much how I've always enjoyed them. Awesome. He fucking ninja kicked my shit sideways, understandable. There we go. One quick boulder. How do we feel about the hard mode boss that they added to Night Rain? I got a chance to run it ever so slightly, not too much, but like just enough to test it out and pretty much feel it out. And God, it's such a fucking painful time. I'm not a big fan of it. And I think now that I've had a little bit more time with it, with Night Rain, I am not particularly the biggest fan of I'm not particularly the biggest fan of the Fortnite mechanic. I'm not a big fan of the timed rings. It did not make me super duper happy. Like it, but they need to fix the lag. Yeah, the lag is pretty rough. The optimization, I can only hope, is like on their list of to-dos, but hopefully we'll see about that. Didn't even know they added that. Yeah, they did add that, and it's cool. It's pretty cool. I don't think I hate the ring mechanic as a whole. I do just kind of wish that there was more going on there. And the different kinds of kind of Souls Rush. Yeah, it is. It's not bad. I'm not the biggest man. Oh, you really like it? Well, you know, that's awesome. That's awesome, Blood. I'm glad for you, man. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so folks, once we get through Penetrator, I hate to say it, but I think after Penetrator, we're going to go ahead and call it, because like I said, tonight was going to be a little bit shorter on this end. But we, ironically enough, will be picking right back up with some Night Rain right afterwards. I just need to get everything set up. We're going to be co-streaming in tonight's case. Oh, whoops, I just realized. These guys have spears. I don't want to fucking do that. There we go. Cool. But yeah, once we get through our next boss here, we're going to go ahead and pivot into Night Rain. You know, assuming everything goes well with our next boss here. I always find it interesting how the archers somehow are able to spot my ass from downtown. Even though, ironically enough, I feel like they would not... I mean, I literally have on the thief ring, so it makes no sense. Okay. Only gonna kill the extra gremlins here, I think, at this point. You know what? Nah, fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just go. It doesn't matter. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, we don't even need the shield, so we're okay there. And Chris Dagger can go away. This is pretty much just a fight where we just do this. Executive distinction goes burr. It does, in fact, occasionally go burr. Oh, okay, well that was me being bad at the game. Fair enough. Okay. Oh, I thought I heard my buff removing, and I was right. Oh, I can't remember the last time he actually fucking got that on me. Good for him. He needed that. I'm pretty sure of that much. It would have probably been embarrassing if he had gotten it on me again, in the same breath. Full heal, just in case. Backing away, dum-dum that he is. Yeah, luckily Penetrator really is just roll to the right and occasionally roll to the left. There we go. Cool. I do hope to see a lot more bosses in Night Rain for all it's worth. I think I've kind of gotten over the general like concept of it being too saturated at this point, and I do genuinely think it's going to be a really, really, really good time overall. I do think I'm overall about everything that's going on with the game at this point. But no, definitely. Okay. Here's the thing. It feels... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to keep to it tonight, and we are going to go ahead and say that this is our calling point for right now. Even though, technically speaking, there is only one more major boss in the game, and there's also only, like, it's essentially two bosses. But what we'll do is, I think, after we get done with this playthrough, once we finish the no death at this point, we'll go ahead and we're just going to play New Game Plus for a little bit of time, at least. I think that's the plan. That seems like a reasonable concept. So, no, I think that's the plan. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Alrighty, folks. Well, shit, I know we're kind of ending on a little bit of a cliffhanger here tonight, considering. I think, honestly, for all it's worth, I think Clump has more than enough potential. I think we're fine. Really, there's only one part in the final run of this that does give me mild pause, but I don't think we're at problem for it. I think we're fine. So I think we're okay. All right, go ahead and get a couple more things of fresh spice, and there we go. Alrighty, folks. Well, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. And like I said, we will be getting back up here in just a minute. So do stick around. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing to the channel. It helps out a literal ton and a half. You can also join our Discord, which is linked in the live stream description. But this has been Demon Souls Deathless. Tomorrow we pretty much wrap this up. We are going to definitely wrap this up. How are the graphics so good? Am I playing on PC? JGD, no, this is not. This is on PS5. This is a PS5 exclusive. The Demon Souls remake is but nevertheless, folks, I am going to leave it on that note. And yes, I am on YouTube. I am technically on Twitch too, but I hardly ever use it. So mostly just YouTube. But nevertheless, I will see you folks later. Please take good care of yourselves. And actually, I'll see you in less than maybe 10 minutes or so. So I'll see you shortly.